Hello, and welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks Weekly Roundup Podcast, episode 52. I'm your host, Tommy, joined by John.
How's it going?
It's a year.
1 year.
52
weeks of doing this nonsense.
0 weeks missed.
That's well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We didn't miss any weeks. We just did them late occasionally.
Well, 0 weeks missed.
That's right. I'll take it.
It has been super fun. I was just thinking back to when we first started the channel, and I was like, we need a podcast. And you were like, no, we don't.
No. I said no for quite some time. And I resisted for a few months, I think.
Yeah, and then here we are, a year later, of you saying yes to doing a podcast every week.
Yeah.
So
we're doing it.
In celebration of that and us reaching 1 year, many of you have already taken us up on this offer, but we are inviting you to come join us in the Discord, join in the communication, the discussion, the games played, of all these things we talk about and love. So there will be a link in the description for a temporary time. It will turn off eventually, so make sure you join us soon. So subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, get involved in our little community. Pretty happy with our community. Bunch of nice people just looking to play good games, have good talks. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's a good group, and we definitely it's been a little quiet with the holidays, obviously, but when sets come out and stuff, there's usually a lot of chatter, speculation,
or big events.
Yeah, big news. That's also or when the big the callings are happening, or the big flesh and blood events. We're constantly talking about what's going on there. Some of us were even live chatting while watching the finals for Worlds. That was fun.
Some of us were at Worlds.
Yes, that's true.
But make sure you join us, and it'll be a bunch of fun. And if you're local to Philly or New Jersey, you can find out about different events that we are all going to. So I'm trying to think. Yes, our main topic this week is 2023, a year of accumulation. What is our strategy for, as one of the things we do on this channel is talk about sealed product and collecting sealed product. So we are going to discuss what our strategy is going into 2023. Which will be super fun. But before we dive into that, let's go over what we opened this week. So, John, what did you open this week? I didn't open anything yet.
I opened a freaking Rudy box. I know I said I was going to keep it sealed forever, but I changed my mind. I wanted to do it, so I did it. And I figured I was running out of time for the redemption because it's supposed to only last till the end of the year, except I was totally wrong about that.
It's the end of next year.
Yeah, it's the end of next year, so I could have waited another year. I didn't realize, so it's okay. It's fine, but I pulled some heat. Check out that video. It's currently up. I think it went up a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I actually enjoyed that one much more than my first one. I got a few things that were pretty spicy.
Nice.
For me, at least. I don't know. Some people hate Rudy, so they probably think it sucks, but it's fine.
But, cool. Is that all you opened?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if I opened anything else. Yeah, I don't think I did. Clothing. That's what I opened. I opened clothing and a new suitcase set for going to Egypt. That's where all my money's going right now, is this Egypt trip. Yeah. So, but as that winds up, that'll be pretty soon. Then I'll probably get back into it. Actually, I do have a few things coming. I don't know if we'll open it on the channel, but I do have a booster box of Cryptic coming.
Nice. We played that.
We did, and it was fun, and we recorded it, and it should be up sometime in the near future.
Yeah, probably like
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to do it every Friday, so you guys can see new stuff every Friday. And
that's one new thing with our 1 year is on Fridays we're implementing a new kind of just like us playing a game. What game? I don't know. It'll be some game.
Yeah, it'll probably be all sorts of things over time, right? Like sometimes it might even just be like Talisha or something, depending on how busy we are with things.
Yeah, Soulforge Fusion and Cryptic are the ones in the queue right now. Both very fun games.
Yeah, I actually can't wait to get back on Cryptic. I really do want to play it again. I've been thinking about it a lot. So
yeah.
Anyways,
I was going to make it to a Flesh and Blood Armory here in Pittsburgh, but there was some confusion. And turns out there are two Phantom of the Attic games. I thought there was only one, but there's another one that is farther away, and I don't feel like journeying to in this weather. I'm still going to go to the closer one because I need to go to the comic book store, and that's right across the street in Oakland.
Oh,
Because that's the
so
one I grew up going to.
I see. So they have. Is it like a chain? Like they're owned by the
Yes.
same people? Okay,
Oh,
cool.
well, they are independently owned.
Oh, they are independently owned.
Yeah.
Okay.
From what the guy on the phone told me this morning. Because I
Why do they
called
have
to
the
see if
same
they.
name then?
At one point they were.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the details. But yeah, it's the shop that I grew up going to. That's where I played my miniatures. That's where I had the giant Helm's Deep battle.
Nice.
And it was a ton of fun. And then also the comic book store is the one that I started going to and started collecting comics at. So it's just a little nostalgia trip that I like to take every time I come back to the Berg. But yeah, so I will be stopping there later, and I'll get to see Murphy.
Nice. That'll be cool.
Which is super exciting because I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, Murphy and I have another channel called Tommy's Top Shelf Comics, where we do top 5 comics of the week. And sometimes when both of us are healthy and not sick and have more time and something to talk about, we are going to be doing a bunch more other types of video content, going over different runs, different big news that's happening. One of the things we want to talk about is the new rebirth of the DC Extended Universe with James Gunn and Henry Cavill being gone, what that all means, what we're excited about. Overall, I'm excited. I am going to miss Henry Cavill, but it's okay because he's going to go do Warhammer, so that is excusable.
Yeah. It is. It's very exciting.
It's very exciting.
I'm hyped for that. I hope they do a good job with it.
I do too.
I mean, he's serious about it, so it should be good.
I mean,
but
he's part of he's a producer on it too.
Yeah. So he has a lot of creative control. Yeah, which is good because he's a super fan, so he'll do it service,
Yes,
and do
exactly.
justice. Yeah. I'm psyched for that.
But we were talking earlier today about a video that we had because we're both catching up on a bunch of comics over this holiday break. And we were thinking about doing a video just going over what we read over a holiday break and what we're liking, what we're not, that kind of stuff. But on this week's top 5, we had some really killer books, so you should go check them out. Something is Killing the Children, number 27, X-Men Annual number 1, Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, Batman Urban Legends 22, and the Department of Truth Wild Fiction Special number 1. If you don't know what those are, go check out Tommy's Top Shelf Comics and watch our top 5 because there's some cool books and there are definitely some good jumping on points in those books. But
that's awesome. Yeah. I should check that out because I don't know what some of those are.
Yeah, the department. So the reason the number 1, the Department of Truth Wild Fiction Special number 1 is super cool is because 1, it is the first one-shot coming out of the world of Department of Truth. It collects issues 10 and 11, which are the Bigfoot story. So the Department of Truth, long story short, is basically all conspiracy theories are actually real, and they need people to believe in them for them to stay real.
Why? Why do they want them to stay real? Like I think
it's a government thing.
The government needs them to be real. That's funny.
In the first couple issues, you find out that the world is actually flat.
Oh no!
It is
all right. I kind of want to.
It's an incredible book. Yeah. So what I think is really cool about this is instead of like putting together a whole trade, they're taking these 2 issues that kind of tell their. Oh shoot!
So what? You there?
Yeah. The Oh, not Bigfoot. Is it Bigfoot? Yeah, the Bigfoot story.
Loch Ness?
No.
Okay.
No. But I just think it's cool how they're coming out with like this oversized issue that is kind of like a semi-self-contained story in just a different format opposed to like a whole trade.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Check it out.
Yeah. So our topic of the week, 2023, a year of accumulation. Is it going to be a year of accumulation, John, or are we going to see, what are we going to see in 2023? Be my ball.
Yeah, I mean, no one can tell you the future. Anyone who claims to be able to tell you the future is full of shit.
Well,
but as far
guys,
as it goes,
I asked the question. You
Yeah.
got the right
No,
answer,
no.
but
Yeah. But, for me, it is definitely a year of accumulation.
yeah.
I intend to keep pushing this forward as I have been the whole time, and I have a whole strategy we'll talk about a little bit more as we go into it. But yeah,
Mhm.
I think this will be a good year to pick up stuff. Somebody actually commented on the markets in my market update a little bit, and something about how prices are down on everything or whatever. I was like, yeah, it's been a rough year, but someone responded that I thought was a pretty smart perspective. They said, yeah, it's a rough year, for stuff you've been holding, but it's a fantastic year to accumulate,
Yep. Yep.
which is true.
Yeah.
All these crashes are opportunities if you look at it that way. Instead of worrying about the value of what you have on your shelf, worry about what you can accumulate. And
Yep.
it's definitely the year for me. Now, the hard part, I think, is going to be, and this is where the strategy has to come in and the data has to get pulled out and looked at, is what and how much, because it's not just a good year. I believe it's not just going to be a good year for accumulation of collectibles, but also other things like cryptos,
Yeah.
equity,
Sure.
etc. And limited cash flow, you have to
Right.
choose.
Right. I mean,
What's the best
diversify.
place?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, so that will be the trick over the years. Which thing gets my most attention? Because I definitely am going to be accumulating crypto and equities during this period too. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
got to balance it out.
Yeah. And I mean, for you, space is a factor. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
although I think this will be the year that I end up getting the storage unit.
Okay.
I've pretty much intended I wanna try to make it to the end of the year because I got that second shelf.
Yeah.
So I should be okay for most of the year. Probably by fall, I'll get the storage unit. Um, so that's the plan, but
Fall of
that's been in
23.
the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been the plan since day one. I wrote up a whole financial plan on this thing when I started it, and even down to the mapping out how big a unit you need and how many
Right.
shelf
Right.
units and
Right.
how that would cost and what the expense would be on that. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I got my plan. I'm sticking to it. What about you?
Yeah, I'm just kind of staying the course. Um, Probably going to, I don't know. I've really been enjoying your Pokemon market updates. So plugging ourselves here. But just after watching the markets for the past couple of years and seeing the different dips and dives and dodges, and I just, for at the beginning, our logic was like, all right, so like Flesh and Blood and these new games are going to be more of like a high risk, high reward kind of asset. And with having Pokemon and Magic being the more kind of stable.
Yep.
Now I no longer consider Magic in that stable category. Um, I think in the long run it will be fine, but I don't. I just there's so many questions,
Yeah.
and
No, agreed.
so I'm taking a pause. I did just accumulate. I just pick up a decent amount of Magic stuff, so I'm pretty happy there. I got some really good deals, but the
Amazon dump.
yeah, for real. Did you see Midnight Hunt? Or no, that was Card Shop Live. Had Midnight Hunt collector boxes for 108.
Oh my god, no, I didn't see that. I
Yeah,
missed that.
yeah.
Oh, not that I would have picked it up because
No,
I
I
do have
know.
plenty of Midnight Hunt, but
Yeah,
wow, that's a new low.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy
So expect Midnight Hunt on TCG player to probably take a little
to
dip.
drop. Yeah, yeah. Holy
Not that
crap,
you're
that's
probably looking to
crazy.
pick some up soon, but I have my
Yeah.
one box and that's all I need.
I think I have 2. I don't remember how much Midnight Hunt I
It's a
have. I have a
good
few.
set. It's a good
Yeah, I
set.
have 2. I can see 2 of the
Yeah,
collectors on my shelf.
yeah.
Man, and I overpaid clearly because I definitely didn't get it for 108. Dang.
It's
That's fine.
wild.
I don't care.
No, yeah. Um, but probably going to be moving that over to Pokemon, and I'm going to try and accumulate a decent amount of this Sword and Shield stuff before um, the Scarlet Violet, the new.
And that doesn't come out till March, I believe,
Right,
right? Isn't that
right,
what they said? March,
right,
April, something like
right.
that?
So during that time, I'm going for my sealed purchases. It's probably going to be Pokemon booster boxes, and it's probably going to be because they are switching borders, which is a big deal.
What does that mean?
They're
Why? Why is that
matching the Japanese borders on the front of the card, so they're going to
okay?
be that. Uh, I forget if it's shiny or it's not yellow anymore. Is the point?
Interesting.
So that's going to differentiate the different block of Sword and Shield ending and the new one beginning, and also the whole idea of the logic behind the new MSRP raising with the new set, with the new block, and having that in place, the likelihood of them going back and reprinting Sword and Shield stuff is probably pretty low.
Yeah,
unless they just
think
increase,
everyone,
unless they just increase the MSRP for those as well. And if they do that, then it's already, you're still fine.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't think they will. And there's speculation I heard. I think it was Danny Phantom that said it. I could be wrong on that because I do listen to a couple different Pokemon news people now. So I apologize if it was a different one. But he basically said that there was talk from distributors at a point where they said there was already a reprint of Astral Radiance and some other stuff that was in the queue and coming, and then they pushed back the release of the new set, and that's why everyone's speculating that we will get those. They're making space for the reprints to come out before the MSRP jump.
Yeah, before.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thought process currently. So I'm excited about that. I am actually hoping to pick up a case at that time of a couple of different things when the reprints hit. But we'll see if I get a chance to do that or if it's going to be too late by that point.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, they have stable, they have maintained stability through the storm more than other games.
Anything. Yeah, it is the most stable in the TCG world.
And there's kind of that low bar of where like we haven't seen anything drop below 80. Like that.
No, never. 80s. Yeah. I don't think that, like, if you ever see it in the 80s, it's a buy in my mind. Yeah. That's how I look at it with Pokemon. The normal set stuff, not the little side boxes.
Sure. Yeah.
The booster box stuff. Anything in the 80s, I'm like, yep, I'm buying it. I don't care. I'll buy as much as I can.
Yeah. And another speculative rumor that's been going around is that they are going to be decreasing the amount of actual booster boxes produced and increasing the more like blister pack and like just the ones with the pins and all the like big bulky landfill filling products that you would get at like Target or stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
So booster boxes would be more of a hunted commodity because I'm sure people are nostalgic for opening booster boxes, and if there are less of them, then but the cards will still be printed the same amount, just in different formats.
Right on.
But so that's my beginning. I'm going to be cutting back. So I'll be cutting back on Magic. I'll be cutting back on Sealed Fab. My logic on cutting back on Sealed Fab is when I am purchasing the stuff to be sealed, it is much harder for me to keep Fab sealed, if that makes sense. Because I am an avid player and enjoy playing. And have a lot of people that I am getting into the game and they are looking for cards, and so maybe being able to have extras has been beneficial. And
I feel like this is an excuse, like an addict making an excuse, that's what this feels like to me. I have to open it because I have friends that need it.
No, I never said I have to. I never said have. I said it's harder for me to keep it sealed.
Yeah. Sounds like an admission of guilt here.
It is. It absolutely is. And in 2023, I'm looking to correct that by not tempting myself.
Controlling yourself a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the Magic stuff I've been able to keep sealed besides the Commander decks, but those were always intended to be open and played with.
Yeah, speaking of, I need to buy some of the older ones. The last few sets I haven't bought the Commander decks yet. I need to go.
Just wait for the Amazon dump. Those things have been like $15.
I know. That's what I mean. Yeah, like I'm sure it's dirt cheap. Like it's very affordable. I just haven't bothered. Like I haven't even looked at them in a while.
Right. But then we have Grand Archive coming out. Now, I already have my order coming in.
This is the year of wild stuff, right?
So we're that's hitting. Sorcery's hitting. Like that's all going to be early 2023.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about sorcery. I'm not going to need to buy any, I don't think. I
Yeah.
bought a lot.
Yeah.
So I will be fine with sorcery. I don't know how much I'm going to open and how much I'm going to shelf, but yeah, there's a lot I haven't decided on with that. I'm kind of just ignoring it until it shows up on my porch, you know.
Like we're going
It's
through the
like
whole
any other
collection.
Kickstarter, right? Because it's oh god, yeah. Where am I going to put all that? I forgot about
You're
that.
going to get a binder.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a binder for the ones I pull.
Because didn't you already order like the sorcery binder?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. It
Yeah.
is in there. Yeah, that is part of this. And I got several mats too. Now that I think about it, yeah, I got a lot of stuff for that. Oh
Yep.
jeez. I was forgetting about it intentionally because like if you just sit, it's like what do they call that? Watch
Out of
pot
sight,
never
out of mind.
boils or whatever.
Out of sight,
What's
out of
that?
mind.
Yeah, exactly. Until it shows up, I don't want to think about it because then I'm just like, oh, when's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming?
Yeah.
There's so many Kickstarters I've gotten that have taken 2 years, so I
Sure.
just got into the habit of backing them and then forgetting about it, and then like years later, it shows up at my doorstep.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it? That's gonna be a thing.
Oh, absolutely.
I wonder how much that's. I wonder if they'll be on TCG Player if it's that big. Question, right? You
Yeah,
know?
I don't know. Because there's only one set a year.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like big question mark on that. Like, I'm
I
not
think it
sure if it's just an eBay thing or
I think
what.
it might be an eBay thing.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Maybe like the unlimited set is. Maybe that is.
Yeah.
And then that's when they bring in.
Do you think Grand Archive will be on?
Yes. Yeah.
Why is that?
Because they are having multiple sets a year, and they already have the organized play scheduled. Like they already have like pre-release events that are going to be tied to their player network.
How's that have to do with TCG Player though?
No, I mean like they have a bunch of stores on board. They have a bunch of like the stores will push for it to be on TCG Player, I feel.
I don't think it's the stores that get it there.
What do you think
from what I understand, because I was talking to a Genesis guy about it. It's a certain amount of volume in sales, and I forget how they test that. They definitely show it somehow. Because I was talking to him about a single shop for Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, what was it? He was talking about it though. He's like, yeah, and the more people that end up requesting it on there, the more it will show up. I don't know if it's the shops though. Maybe it is the shops.
Yeah, because I mean, if a shop that has a large turnover and is pushing a lot of product,
yeah.
Like, hey, what about this game?
Let us know in the comments if you know how TCG Player adds products.
Yeah,
because I am curious.
Yeah,
I just looked. I'm like flipping through. They have all sorts of they have all sorts of weird stuff on here now.
Yeah,
they've changed it recently. There's D&D miniatures.
Yeah, comic books.
Well, yeah, the comics are definitely a thing, but D&D miniatures, I didn't even know.
Well, speaking of getting on a TCG Player, that's another thing that we're looking to do in 2023 is start the TTP TCG Player store.
Technically, it started.
Well, sure, but it's not live.
It's not live. Management of inventory is definitely the thing that scares us the most.
Yes, yeah, it's because it's just another time commitment.
Yeah, with a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So when we do launch it, it'll probably be like when we have everything together. Obviously, we're not just gonna throw a couple things up there. It's gonna be like when we have inventory.
Yeah, maybe I can put some of your Grand Archive on there. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. We're gonna be playing it.
Yeah, we'll play it. We'll definitely play it. Oh my god. I just clicked on a random anime card game.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Force of Will. Force of Will. There's a lot of booty in these cards. All right. Anyways. Yeah. Other stuff. Yeah, sorcery. Definitely gonna get that. I don't know if I'll buy any more besides what I already bought because I did get a lot.
Yeah.
For me, Flesh and Blood, I'm definitely getting my case of reset.
Oh, sure.
Just finally got my case of Uprising for the shelf, which is nice. I already have my Dynasty one.
No, I mean so when going back to my Flesh and Blood stuff, I am able to keep like a case sealed, and that's fine. But it's usually when I already have all the cards for the set that I need, besides like fables or legendaries. So
I wonder. I don't know. They have Star Wars Destiny on here, which I don't even know if that's still an active game.
it's not, but there's still a market.
Yeah. So why wouldn't they have these other games
I
on
think they
here?
will be. I think they will
But
be.
like Genesis isn't on there, and that is an active game. It is. I mean, they
Yeah,
have World. They had a Worlds last month or month before.
but I mean those games have it's a newer game.
I mean,
The Star
so is
Wars isn't
Grand
new to
Archive and
be in
Sorcery.
there. Yeah, I know, but they're not on there either.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's why I'm curious what the line is, because Star Wars. You would think Star Wars Destiny. Like, let's see if
I mean, why
maybe I
would they
can.
take it off if people are still buying and selling?
Are they though? Yeah, there's no sales data on some of these cards. Okay. Yeah, there's something 1127 for
Well, it's already
Vader.
built, so why take it down? Why not just let people have the opportunity to
That's
still have it?
true. I mean, once it's up, it's not that
Yeah,
big of a deal to maintain, particularly without new sets.
right.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. We'll
Yeah, if you
see.
know how TCG Player picks things,
Yeah, I'm curious to
let us
see
know.
which ones will end up there. I know Genesis wants to be on there, but they didn't get the volume they needed yet.
They will. I think they will.
Yeah, we'll see. There's so many new games
I
now.
know. It's wild.
I'm curious how many, like, which ones survive,
I think they will.
because
They're not all going
it's
to
not.
survive.
They're not all going to survive. No, absolutely not. There's too many games and not enough, dollars to go around.
Yeah.
They always crash after these big booms. It's the '90s all over again.
Yeah.
Do you think any of them will fail next year?
That's hard. I don't think any of the ones that we're talking about. I'm sure there are ones that will, but not. I could see Flesh and Blood's going to be around. Magic's going to be around. Pokemon's going to be around.
MetaZoo.
MetaZoo will be around.
You think?
Yeah.
I think MetaZoo has a chance of
They
failing
have
if the
out of
show
all of
comes
those.
out.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
If the show comes out and is poorly received, I feel like that's the death knell there. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be dead in a year. I think like they're working too far in advance. I think they will slow things down.
That's fair.
I think
That's
because
fair.
I've
And
already
they are reacting to market things, which is smart.
yeah, because I'm still on their email list and I still get like the emails when they have the special sale things on their website, and those have slowed down.
Mm. Yeah, that's good, because they had shit coming out every week
I
before. That
know.
was making me nuts.
Yeah. Now maybe it's just a holiday thing, and they know. I don't know.
Seance dropped though.
Oh, of course it did.
$86 a box now
Yep. Yep.
instead of
Even though
100.
they cut the print run in half.
Yeah, that's scary. That's a lot less like demand then.
Are you looking at it? Do you have the other boxes up? I'm just curious.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Second edition.
Second edition booster box is $56.
Okay, I was gonna guess 57, so I was close.
Wilderness is 57.
Okay, that's lower than I thought.
Nightfall is 99.
That's terrifying.
UFO is 49.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, I could see MetaZoom maybe not being around.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know if they don't get a re-up, new charge of energy.
Yeah, and plus you have there are a ton of whales in that community, and then
Yeah.
once things go further south, they're just gonna
Well, they'll just
dump.
forget about it. Like,
Yeah.
it'll just be, yeah. The current Kickstarter box is $7,000, but one sold for 4,000.
Yeah.
That tells you, and that was recent.
you
That's
everything,
how
yeah.
low it had to go for it to sell. Yeah, those things were 10,000 before.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I remember.
Yikes!
That's wild.
First edition is 450.
Yeah, that was like a
for
grand.
Cryptid Nation.
So
Yeah,
that's dropped 10 and a half. Yeah, everything in MetaZoo just dropped in half pretty much.
yeah.
Well, because
Oof.
they announced all like that they were gonna support the gameplay, and then they had that one big
Yeah,
tournament, and then
there's a
they've
lot of stuff.
never done anything else. Not that I've heard.
They have,
They've
but
had
it's
like
not
small
gotten
things. Like
enough.
there was the
Yeah,
one
they
in
haven't done
Salem, I
enough stuff.
think. And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, too many plans, not enough execution. It
yeah,
happens. This is what happens. This is why, these games you gotta keep an eye on who's running them and how
yeah,
they're running it
yeah.
because may not hold up.
No, but that's why I'm very thankful for James White and LSS and Flesh and Blood because that
Right?
game is baller.
Yeah,
And it's
well, and
just
that's the thing. It will always, because of the gameplay, you can rely on that.
right, exactly. It's just a solid, fun game that I don't want to stop playing.
Yeah.
Like even if
Yeah.
they stop putting out cards, I could probably continue to have fun playing with just these cards
I
for
would be
a
so
while.
sad. I would be so sad
Well,
if
you
they
don't
stopped
have to
putting
be
out
because
new
it's
games.
not
I'm
gonna
just yeah, I'm just
happen.
saying, like, that is for me, that is the hype. I love the new sets. That's my
Yeah,
favorite time is when the new stuff
absolutely.
comes out. Always hyped for the next set. Um, yeah, that would be very sad the day they stop releasing new sets. I'd be like, "No."
No, I don't think we have to worry about that anytime soon.
No, if anything, it's growing,
Yeah,
which is solid.
absolutely.
And their 2.0 plan has been just excellent execution on that. Although, did you listen to my market update?
I
The
listened to
alpha
half of it.
box.
I told you this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. The alpha boxes, man, the cases dropped
I
under
know.
10,000.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That is the lowest I've ever seen it. Crazy.
I mean, it's just that's what's gonna drop first though, right? You think?
No,
No?
no. There's like none of alpha out there. That's nuts for that to drop.
So it's people just needing to move it.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know why it's up there. I mean, if you're a whale and you bought in early and you got it for really cheap, that's still like a massive gain, so you don't care. But
Right, right.
I mean, why are they selling it at all? It's
Because they have
nuts.
to. Times are
It's
hard,
nuts.
John.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it could be other things or
Or could have funded a holiday vacation, or
yeah, it's true. 9,600 and it's still not sold.
it's a lot of money.
It's not that much money.
It's a lot of money,
When
John.
you I don't know. Talking about a case of alpha though.
Oh,
Not that much.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's still a lot of money, John. For most
It
people,
is.
that's a lot of money.
It is. I mean,
That's a
it's not
car.
nothing.
Yeah.
9,600 is a car. What car are you buying for under 10 grand?
It's a used car. Well, maybe not. Yeah, never mind.
I was
Not
gonna
right
say,
now.
really? Are
Not
you
right
sure? I don't think so, man.
It's half of a car. But
Yeah, in this day and age, that's what's weird.
yeah,
All of this balance between, markets and stuff. That's why next year is gonna be tough for me because I'm gonna be trying to take opportunities in other markets. So I'm gonna keep on most of this stuff. I didn't really go through all the things for me. So definitely a case of flesh and blood for every set,
yep,
obviously. Probably two cases generally, like one to open for
yeah.
myself and one for the shelf.
That's gonna be my game plan as well.
And then Pokemon, I think I'm gonna try to get a case of every set that comes out. And I'm looking backwards a little bit. Anytime I can, I'm trying to grab anything under $600 that's a case, which is hard because it's really only Astral Radiance right now. Um,
Is that a good buy?
that's
Not
just
financially,
my
but
line.
yeah,
That's just my line in the sand. It's like, okay, that's worth it,
yeah,
because they don't
because
stay
it's
under
under. Yeah,
600 for
yeah,
very long.
yeah.
So it's like it'll go above it eventually.
I'm really happy
Um,
about that fusion case I grabbed.
yeah, when did you buy that? What was the price? I don't even remember.
515
Oh, that is definitely a
with
good buy.
like I think it was like the 8 or 10% TCG player kickback. Yeah,
Nice. That was a really good buy then.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Um,
shortly after it came out.
yeah, I mean, there is a time when that's what I'm trying to learn is
Yeah.
the timing of it all, which is why we're doing the data.
And if you want to learn with
Um,
us, watch our
yeah,
Pokemon market updates. They're fun.
it's been interesting ride so far. I enjoy it at least.
I'm going to be teaching some kids, how to play Pokemon.
Well, that's unfortunate.
either tonight or tomorrow.
That means you got to open packs and stuff. What?
No. So when I go to the game store, I'm gonna get some of the like starter stadium. It's like $20.
Oh,
It
okay.
has like
Fair
it's
enough.
the one we played, the one I
Yeah,
tagged
yeah,
you
yeah.
with. Yeah.
Yep. That wasn't very fun. I'll be honest.
Well, John, when you're
It's an old
4
game.
and 5 years old.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And just
Yeah, for
enthralled
kids,
with
it'll be
Pokemon.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah, hook them young, get them in.
That's the plan. If they're into cards, they'll have no money for drugs.
Yeah, that's true.
My parents can thank me later.
Addicted to something else instead. Oh man, that's so true. And then for Magic, I'll definitely be buying collector boxes every set.
Yeah.
Question is the timing. I'm having a hard time with this right now.
The
I did
timing
buy
is
my
what Amazon
brother's
tells
War.
you to, John.
Well, yeah, I bought my brother's War.
Do you know
I
what
got
you're-
it for under 200, so I felt good about that.
Yeah.
And then Dominaria Remastered, apparently, according to Rudy, they cut everyone's ask on that. So everyone that ordered it, they cut distribution, cut them.
Yes.
So that means there's not as many of those. So I'll probably end up buying that at like 250 or something, which may be too high, but I kind of don't care. Yeah, I still don't do enough data on this to really have a good sense of when to do it. So it was always safe. You could just buy it and not worry about it. Now it's hard to decide. It's Amazon dumps.
Yeah, exactly. That's when I just let Amazon tell me when's a good time to buy.
Ugh, I can't. What if I miss one? Tommy, what if I miss one?
What do you mean, what if you miss one?
I might miss one. No, you don't believe me? You don't think that's a thing?
No, I don't. Unless you're in Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That's my game plan with Magic right now, unfortunately. It's too good. And then Card Shop Live coming in 108. Like, I don't.
Yeah, why did no one post that in the channel?
I saw it in the email. I got an email about it.
Oh, you should have posted in the channel.
I know. I was out with family, and it just popped up on my notifications. I looked at it, and I was like, no.
It's interesting. We had that bet. I don't know when that was. It was on the podcast about collector boxes for Brothers War.
Yeah.
So it did drop initially. We talked about this. It did drop after we first talked about it, but now it's holding pretty steady at 215, 220 range.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if it drops again. But
where's Dominaria at?
Oh, it's dirt low because they just did a dump with that on Amazon.
Yep. And what was the previous set before Brothers War?
Dominaria, but so what? Dominaria is a different thing altogether, though, because of what they have in it. That's the problem. Like
Legends cards. That's Legends cards.
Yeah, but everyone was hyped about that because they thought it was going to be pretty good. And then when people actually opened them and didn't get any real Legends cards, like I don't think anyone opened anything worth of value on video at all.
Well, there was someone someone at like
ever.
Oh.
So that means it kills the hype, right? Because everyone's like, oh, that means all these boxes that have been opened and no one's gotten anything good. Like,
so what you're saying is I should open my box. We're due. YouTube's due.
You're not gonna. You might get something, you might not. It's like, you do have good luck. So
I do.
It would be kind of funny. But if you open it on video, you won't get it. Remember, isn't that the rule? That's the rule.
Although that rule's been breaking. Like I opened the Tunic.
It's true. That was pretty hot. Universe Beyond Warhammer deck. How much do you think it is now for the set?
For the set?
Yeah, for the 4.
$649.
Nope. $698.
Oh, I was close.
Still holding. Yeah, I'm surprised actually. I thought this would have come down by now.
Well, I really don't think there's a lot of them out there.
There's 39 listings.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few on TCG Player, which I'm actually surprised about too.
Yeah, that is surprising. Are they all stores? Or does it look like
I'm sure.
Stores? Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably stores.
Because I feel like, I don't know, that's one that's hard to keep sealed. Like they're so pretty.
It's so playable. Yeah, it's fun.
And they're just a package set. So
I never got mine. I ordered that one.
Yeah.
I ended up getting my money back because they never showed up. It's like a scam store on the internet. Yeah, I was very sad about that. And now I don't want to spend $700 for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got it. I got it at 600, but it was a fake purchase.
Could always. How much are the single decks going for? Like
I wouldn't
250?
open it, Tommy. There's no way I'm opening it. I'm
Well, just
not
get your
you. I'm
favorite
not
one.
gonna.
Get your favorite one for sealed on the shelf.
That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like 250, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think those will hold unopened, just not that much worse than sealed, because the singles are also holding from the last I looked.
I don't even know how to find those singles.
That might be what's keeping them above 5. That might be what's keeping them at that price, honestly. Is just the singles in them.
The singles, yeah. That does make sense.
Because if it was out of parity, why wouldn't people just buy the boxes for $650
and crack them and yeah.
That could be
Market's still hot in Magic. I don't know. I don't doubt Magic, even though there's the Amazon dumps. There's still a bazillion people playing and buying the game.
No. I don't doubt it. I'm just saying that I am changing the way I'm letting Jeffrey Bezos tell me when is a good time to buy Magic.
Yeah. What if I see this? I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss him. I missed the one. I'm gonna miss him.
I posted it. I even tagged you in the Discord.
I know.
I even used the Jeffrey Bezos meme.
I know, and I still missed it because I didn't get to it before it was over.
Failing.
Too late. It's too late by the time. Yeah.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah, it's. I mean, even.
But the Dominaria one stayed around.
Yeah, that one I didn't need though because I have a lot of Dominaria. Yeah.
But that was like what?
Well, Brothers War when it drops. If we get an Amazon Brothers War, I'm definitely gonna buy a bunch of that. A bunch of that because I like that. Like I want that set. It looks so cool. The box. I just got the first box, my shelf box or whatever, and it looks so cool. I don't know, man. I love Magic. I don't care. Keep buying it.
It's a fun game.
Can't stop it. Can't stop.
I didn't say I was stopping. Yeah,
I can't believe the 30th set is still going for like 1,500.
Is it?
Yeah, for proxies, 1,500 is the price, and they are moving on TCG Player.
Interesting.
It's been a couple of sales in the past few days at 1,500.
Interesting.
So people made 50% on that. The few that got them.
Yeah. I don't know. That's one that did not interest me at all.
No, me neither. I was like, this sucks. You guys suck for doing this. Yeah, I know. That was terrible. It was very harsh.
Like that was one of the easiest things to say no to ever.
Easily, yeah.
Even if you could flip it, it doesn't. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason to do it is to flip it at that point, right? That's how I look at it.
But the bottom at that, like the risk of that going down.
Now, Jumpstart, you got some of that, right? Or did you?
I got it. So for Secret Santa, I was gifted a box of the OG Jumpstart.
Nice.
Which I'm super hyped about. But I did pick up 4 packs of the 2022 Jumpstart. Nice. One of my cousins who plays Magic might join me in that, so I could talk about that. And if it's fun, I'll probably pick up a box and move forward with my plan to make a Magic, for lack of a better term, cube with it. Like take your cardamajigs and basically put each half deck in, and then make like a little label, like briefly describing what it is, like elves or whatever, and like green and the color and the premise of it, I guess, theme of it, and then putting them all in a box, and then when people come over and want to play Magic, you just grab 2 that you like, and then we have fun and play Magic.
Seems fun. Prices on that are climbing. They're at 122.
Yeah, still 120 for Jeffrey Bezos though.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, it dropped to 100 very briefly.
It's funny because like the thing with Amazon is everyone talks about the risk of getting crappy, like beat up boxes.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, sure, is the fear, but like if you just film yourself opening the box, and then if it's crummy, just show it to them and be like, and return it and send it back.
I don't think that works. I think people have gotten screwed on that.
What do you mean?
I think people have gotten screwed. Like, I think they didn't accept a return from them.
I've never
Yeah,
had
I
to do
think
that.
I've never run across it. I know it exists because there's a ton of videos and
Sure,
posts
sure.
and stuff about it. So it happens to people that they get like an opened box or a repacked box or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never had that happen. I bought a fair amount of stuff from Amazon.
Yeah, I have too. I've been lucky.
So what else? What else are we collecting? I don't
Comic
think I'll buy any
books.
more sorcery. I'm not going to buy any Grand Archive. I doubt, unless I
I'm
really like
yeah.
it.
So my take on Grand Archive and where I'm at with it, I have 6 boxes coming.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. I
Yeah.
will probably open 2 of them, just because I really want to play this game because it's really fun to play. And so that'll be my kind of collection. I mean, I'm torn. We'll see. We'll see how the first box goes, what we pull. And then if I want to, I'll open the second, keep the rest because they are coming out relatively quickly with the unlimited version. And I will probably pick a couple boxes of those up to play, open them, build decks with, because I know there are not going to be people around that are really going to want to get into this game. So if I just have decks and can be like, hey, just play this deck,
Right.
is how I will be able to play this game. So, but I have some playmats coming. I already have a playmat that I've gotten. I have the deck box. What else? I have some promo cards that I might do something with.
Don't you get
Promo
a metal
packs.
card or something?
I do, yeah. So I
What
get,
is
I
that?
think it's the blue one. It's one. So I was at a tier, I forget what the tier was. I think it was like diamond or something, diamond tier backer. So there's only 150 of these metal cards, and it's a Lorraine, like special version metal card. That seems really cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, and there's only 150 of them. I haven't seen any pre-sale for those because I can't imagine anyone would want to guess what those are going to be worth. Either nothing or a lot. I don't know. And but the boxes have already been selling for I think around like 250, 300. Which
Yeah,
is
that's happening with
yeah.
sorcery too, which I think is crazy because
I
once
would
these things hit,
yeah.
prices have to drop.
I
I
don't.
can't see them being elevated for long.
I think they will elevate at the beginning when they first start and people start opening on YouTube and people want to like are just hearing about the game. They're like, oh well, like, let me go grab a box. And where's the only place you can buy a box but eBay right now?
So we have a data point on this. Cryptic
Yeah.
had the same thing, right? They had very valuable singles, like multi-$100 singles, and they had the boxes and they had the Kickstarter and all that stuff. And before it came out, the boxes were up to like 300 a box for the Kickstarters, rebought on eBay sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Once it came out, though, they're down to I think $99 for a Kickstarter box, maybe 120 or something like that. Last I looked, so they're very reasonable now.
I mean,
I
if that
think
happens to
that's
Grand Archive, I am
I
picking up
think
more boxes.
I think it's going to happen with all of these. I think that's what
I hope so.
because a lot of people bought too many with the intention of flipping, right? And so that floods the market. So I suspect all the prices will drop on release
Grand
for all
Archive
these games.
didn't have a lot of spots available for whale like people. If that
What?
makes sense.
It was one of the most successful Kickstarters ever. So yeah, it
Yes.
definitely did have a lot of boxes that are getting
Yeah,
printed
but
and
not at
purchased and
yes.
then therefore flipped.
Yeah,
It
that's fair.
was like the second largest one ever, wasn't it? With sorcery being the
Yeah,
only
I
one
think
that
yeah.
ever beat it,
Yeah.
right? I'm pretty sure. So
Possibly.
there's going to be a
Possibly.
crap ton of boxes. You're crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Crazy.
I think Grand Archive will last. Maybe not forever, but I think they will go through their plan. I think their plan will happen. I think it will come out. I think stores will adopt it. Not every store. It'll be slow, but I think more stores will adopt it than some of these other games. Because they already have a plan. It's already being put into place. Like dates are being scheduled. So
Well, we'll have to see.
there's one in New York, like upstate New York, if we feel like going for a drive in February.
No. No, I don't feel like driving in February to New York. That seems like a horrible plan.
It's not the city though.
Particularly, it's in upstate New York.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
better, weather permitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Assuming I'm not in Egypt.
Yeah. We'll take a look at the calendars. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. If Grand Archive does go south, I will probably pick up boxes. If not, then I will probably wait for the unlimited. I don't know. I just have a really good. I am very excited for that game. It's just
Is this your next MetaZoo?
no.
You go too hard and then you regret it.
No.
All right.
So this is more of a I want to play it kind of thing. With the Kickstarter boxes, I will keep sealed most of them, and then I'll probably pick up a couple of limited boxes, but I don't plan on like buying a lot more for just keeping sealed. Like this Kickstarter.
Now you're gonna keep up with the sets on this? That's the one problem I didn't.
No, probably
So
not.
Okay.
I'll probably buy.
They have 4 sets next year planned. Is that right? Or 3?
3, including 4, including this one, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm not keeping up with it like I am with Flesh and Blood. It'll probably like with Flesh and Blood, it's buy a box or buy a case, keep a case kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
With this, it'll probably be buy 2 boxes, 1 for the shelf, 1 to open for each set.
That makes sense.
Singles for what I want to play.
That's what I'm doing with MetaZoo.
You're opening a box to play?
No, I don't actually open a box. Just buy 1 for the shelf.
Well, so you're still picking up MetaZoo. I'm done. I'm out. I was out with.
Well, that's because you overbought in the beginning.
Yeah. I was out with Wilderness.
This is all like. So I have a total number of boxes that I don't care if it all burnt in a fire tomorrow. Like I do not care at all, and that's why I pick up 1 of each just in case. Like, what if the show is really big?
Yeah, I mean, there's.
You know what I mean? Like that's why it's like it's a low and now with these markets, these boxes are dirt cheap. So
yeah,
it's really an overest thing for me. It's like I think I paid more for my delivery today than I do for a box anymore because they're so cheap and delivery costs are really expensive these days.
I know.
I was like, I just got junk food and it was like $50. I'm like, why was this so expensive?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got dinner last night for the 5 of us and it was like $110 and it was like 5 meals. It's wild.
It's crazy. It's crazy now.
And then they've like forgot a bunch of stuff and had to wait a while.
That's the worst.
But fun story. You can cut me off. This is a little bit of a side tangent. I met guess who I met last night?
Who?
John Fetterman.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
He was having dinner at the same place I picked up our dinner.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. Yeah. Did you say hi or anything?
Yeah, I like waved to him, gave him a little like thumbs up, and he waved me over because I was just in the little waiting room. Or not waiting room, but like by the pickup place.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked over and I told him that I was really happy to hear when he won and was very excited for him to be in office. And he was like, well, I owe it to your generation. You guys really came out. And I think if they keep coming out and keep voting this way, things we might actually be able to make some change. And I was just like, yeah, cool. That sounds good. Change is good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And he seemed in good spirits, in good health. And
that's good.
Like it was, if I hadn't known that he had a stroke, I wouldn't have been able to tell. Like it was just a normal conversation.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. He's recovering then.
Yeah. In his classic outfit of shorts and an oversized hoodie.
Yeah, he likes that hoodie.
Yeah.
He likes that hoodie style.
Yeah. Like he walked in and I was just like, I did a double take. Because I mean, he's a big guy.
So, yeah, he's huge. Huge.
So it was pretty I was like, yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Hard to miss.
Yeah. But very nice, very cool guy. Slight tangent, but when in the Berg, you run into Berg people.
Yeah. Yeah. And holiday Congress's break for holiday. I guess he's not technically in yet, right? He's not sworn in.
But he did wear a suit to his like training day. There were pictures of him in a suit. So
people are like, "What? He does have one.
He does have one." The rumors are
actually I saw pictures of him with I think it was Biden. He was with Biden somewhere, and he was in a suit too. Mm-hmm. So he does dress up.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was very amusing because I was like really upset or frustrated with the situation
The
because
food stuff,
I showed
yeah.
up like 10 minutes before the pickup time, which I mean, I don't think is that crazy. Like it could be done a little early. And they were like, "Your pickup time's 7:15." I was like, "Okay, I'll wait." And then it was 7:17. I was like, "My pickup time was 7:15." And he was like 10 or 20 more minutes. I don't know. That's how things are right now. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Cool." So we ate dinner at like 8.
Uh,
But it's fine. But off topic, tangent
yeah,
done.
totally.
Anything else you want to go over with your changes in 2023?
No, I think my plan is pretty straightforward. Keep buying stuff the same way I do. Use some more data. Magic's the hard one for me because I want every collector box, but these deals are too good, and I'm definitely overpaying if they're going to end up doing this every time. That's the
Yep.
one thing.
Yep.
That's it. Is just the
That's
one
why it's one of
hole in the plan that I don't know what to do about.
yeah, it's one of those things where I don't care if I miss one. And I don't care if I have duplicates, that kind of thing. It's just kind of if I have the extra money and there is a good dump, I will pick something up.
Yeah.
That is where I'm at with Magic. With Pokemon, I'm looking for good prices, I'm looking for good deals, but I will pick up at least a box of something.
Yeah, I was gonna say good luck. These days it seems really hard to get like discounts on Pokemon. I think
I know.
everyone's
Yeah, yeah.
fleeing to Pokemon because it's the most stable.
Yep. Which
It's
could just cause it
crazy.
to go up.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Like
the
I'm real happy.
logistics.
Yeah. I'm real happy with my Evolving Skies box I picked up for 120.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. I don't remember what I got mine for. It was a while ago, but it was still I don't remember if it
And they
was
keep talking about
that
reprints.
big.
When the reprints come out, it's like it makes a blip. Like
Well,
it
that's
just
the
gets eaten up.
question. That's what I'm wondering happens with this. Like, will Astral Radiance really drop when that comes out? I think it will because Astral Radiance is one of the weaker prices.
Yeah.
Um, but how much and how long? That's the question mark.
Right.
So, yeah, I like Pokemon. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
So far.
So far. We shall see.
Yeah, next year will be a new year with all sorts of new weird economic things. Oh my god. All right, so here's a little terror for your new year.
Hey, I love terror.
I just heard China experts are basically estimating that 37 million people are catching COVID a day. A day. 37 million
In the world?
in China.
What?
Yeah. So, all these logistic issues we've had is primarily due to Chinese lockdowns, right? That's where a lot of it stems from.
Yeah, and they were
They were
getting
doing the
better.
lockdown.
Things were getting better.
Yeah. They killed the lockdowns because they started to get like social
Right, they were the
unrest.
protesters, yeah.
So now 37 million people are getting COVID a day there because they're not vaccinated. They didn't take the West's vaccines.
Cool.
Yeah. So those problems that we were having with logistics that were somewhat predictable because you knew when things went into lockdown,
Yeah.
now it's going to be rolling in random.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So while we may end up getting our reprints before March, don't count on anything after that. 'Cause, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And so much stuff, comes, through there. It's just like everything. So here's a way to think about it. We talked about this on the market updates a long time ago, kind of the ecosystem and how it all fits together.
Yeah.
So wooden pallets, right? Those little things that the forklifts lift, right? That's what every card game comes on.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? They all come on wooden pallets. Everything does. Everything ships on wooden pallets.
Right.
If the wooden pallets are created in Chinese factories, which are now shut down because half the people are dying from COVID, how do you ship things? What happens then? Another one.
Yeah.
The parts for forklifts. That was one you brought up a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think those things
And
get made?
And trucks.
Yeah, and trucks. And the iron, where do you think that comes from? China. That's where a lot of this stuff comes from, these raw resources.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to have an interesting next year. This change in policy in China is definitely going to ripple out into the rest of the economy. So we will see how far and how much. People might be done with COVID, but COVID is definitely not done with us.
No. Yeah. I love how everyone was like back in like when I've been here, people are just like, back in COVID, I'm like, back in? Like, it's still
Yeah.
here? I just had
Yeah,
it
well,
last month.
it's less of a problem for us vaccinated, but the impacts that happen in the ecosystem
Oh,
as a
yeah,
whole or
yeah,
the
yeah,
economy as a
yeah,
whole, I think
yeah.
are what we're gonna see. I don't know why they didn't take our vaccines. I
They
don't
had Bill Gates
understand that.
microchips in them, remember?
I don't think China believed that, you know? They had reasons and thoughts, but that just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The number of people that are gonna die there from this is insane. And then, of course, it offers an option for mutation, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, anyways, sorry, terror for New Year. Hope you all enjoyed that.
And a happy new year.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Cool. Well, anything else before we wrap up?
Nope. Look for new market updates, new
Mhm.
gameplay video, and that's that. I think that's all we have this coming week.
Yeah, join the Discord while it's still available. And
Have happy holidays, everybody.
yeah, absolutely.
You're listening to this on Christmas Day, I assume?
On Christmas Day,
We are recording it a little bit beforehand because neither of us are available that day,
because
obviously.
it's Christmas and you
Yeah,
should be with your
exactly.
friends and family and spending money and getting gifts for them, not cardboard to sit on a shelf for years.
Oh, I disagree with that part. I do both, but
I mean, or both. You can do both, but make sure you're at least doing both
yeah,
and
yeah.
not
My
just
family
the
doesn't really
cardboard.
exchange gifts though. That's the thing. We're like, we don't really care. Everyone buys their own stuff. Like it's not, I don't know. It's just not our thing. We never have,
There are
or we
kids.
haven't for
Yeah.
years. Yeah, with the little kids, of
Yeah.
course, you
Yeah.
got to do
Yeah.
it with
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
But
But
why not buy them Pokemon cards? Because that's what I'm doing.
see,
So until next year, we will catch you guys later.
have a good one.